Hello, everyone. I'm Luphisra. I'm gonna play some retro games today. Because for those of you guys who are not watching me live, I just hit affiliate on Twitch. So tonight, when I'm playing all these games, I'm gonna play all old games. And I'm starting out with Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego, Treasures of Knowledge. And yeah, good evening, Demonic Crimson King. Which name do you want me to call you with? Crimson King? Demon? You gotta tell me. Because the name is long. You know, it'd be easier to remember if it's by a nickname or something. But you know what? I'm gonna run the game first. Okay, there's music. Okay, Crimson's good. Okay, I'll call it Crimson. And your name's Red too. That fits. You guys have no idea how tiny this game is. For me.
Second class Shadow Hawkins reporting, Chief. I'm in. No sign of intruder. Search plan Delta Delta 2. Jules, how did you...
I took the elevator.
Stay sharp, you two.
Because it's an old game, right? And I'm playing it on my virtual PC, so it's tiny. I do have the game.
Big deal.
Steam sells it.
ACME trader and be home in time for dinner.
Don't underestimate her, Hawkins.
I'll say she was the best partner I ever worked with.
Huh?
What was that?
10 o'clock. Red hat. Look out!
Why, Jules Argent. How nice to see you again.
Carmen, it's not too late to turn yourself in. You were the best agent we ever had.
Jules, I never thought I'd see my old partner resort to flattery.
You two were partners?
I know you, and you're no simple criminal. Why are you doing this?
Oh, you're right there, Jules. There's nothing simple about me at all.
Gotcha!
Catch me if you can, ACME agents.
Okay, Agent. Be sure to type in your name or select it from the list. Then click on the start button to get going.
Okay. Type in my name and get started. Alright.
She's getting away! Oh, Chief, I almost
this was my
had her.
childhood,
Send for
man.
backup.
I love
She's
this game
getting
so
away.
much.
She got away. Now let's see. What was the name of that manuscript she stole?
Something about Marco Polo's travels. What would she want with a book?
Not just any book, Agent. Legend has it that that book contains secrets to great power.
Aha! She's after power. I knew it.
If I know Carmen, there's more to it than that. Hey, what's that?
Looks like she left a clue. Rio de Janeiro. What do you think?
Big place. It's not much of a lead, but it's all we have.
Book your flights, Detective. The world is counting on you. You've got to get that book back. There's no time to lose. We must stop Carmen Sandiego.
All right, let's do it. I always carry the latest technology in my ACME Field Op Tech Vest. It has all the tools we need to get around the world in high-tech style.
I'll keep track of the missions we're on in the journal here in my bag. I like to travel light, but I will carry the Chief Comm here on my shoulder. We can use it to get help from the Chief whenever we're stuck.
Check. Okay, let's go.
Rio de Janeiro.
I really don't want to interrupt, but they talk a lot.
So this is Brazil. You know, I aced the final test on Brazil in the academy. Did you know most Brazilians speak Portuguese?
Actually, more people speak Portuguese here than in the country of Portugal itself.
No kidding. Well, okay, let's get started. Initiating mission procedure Delta 4. Step 1. Commence investigation by finding clues.
Just a minute. I know the owner of that bookstore over there. Carmen stole a book on the travels of Marco Polo, so maybe we should talk to him.
Yeah, they talk a lot in this game. This is the reason why I don't mind my games filled with dialogue. Because I know for some like Nancy Drew fans, they don't like a lot of dialogue
Time
in
to
their
explore
games.
this location.
I know, stop interrupting me. But I don't mind it because of this game. They talk about everything.
Yes, this is the bookstore. Let's check out these books too. We may learn something interesting.
Yeah, this game.
Brazil's
Memories.
history is fascinating. There are some pretty cool historic places to visit, don't you think, Jules?
I can read everything. There's a lot of reading to do. Okay, I'll do it. Brazil's historic places. Prospectors founded the colonial town of Ouro Preto in 1711. I know it's bad pronunciation. Don't hate me for it. Its name means black
Enough standing
gold.
around.
I'm reading. Jeez, don't be so impatient, Shadow. Okay. Ouro Preto contains many churches and works of art by Antonio Francisco Lisboa, a famous Brazilian sculptor. Ouro Preto is
All
now a
right,
national.
let's stay focused.
Okay. Let me finish this paragraph first. Ouro Preto is now a national monument. Fine. Okay, I'll stop there. Okay, they're interrupting me.
There
Okay.
are a variety of landscapes in Brazil. I've always been fascinated by the Amazon rainforest. Maybe someday I'll get to see it.
You probably will see it.
Brazil sure has some pretty spectacular wildlife.
Oh yeah. Dark frogs. I hate frogs in general. This frog looks scary to me. It's like terrifying. Deadly to eat. Yeah, the color is bright enough that's deadly to eat. This is something I have to
That's
read.
right. Carmen's a pretty infamous character all over the world.
No kidding. But I like her hat better than that other guy's.
Yeah, I'll read the important stuff, okay? I'll ignore the others. Okay. Villains of Brazil. Legends of Lampião often compare him to Robin Hood. In reality, however, Lampião was a cruel bandit who terrorized northeastern Brazil during the 1920s and 1930s. Born...
If we're not sure what to do, we should check the clues we found so far.
Oh,
we can
shut up,
figure out where
Hawkins.
to look next.
Born Virgulino Ferreira da Silva in 1897, Lampião's father was killed by police. Lampião spent the next 15 years battling police, militia, and anyone who dared cross him. Lampião's long career of terror ended when soldiers killed him in 1938. Is he an actual person?
If you're done thinking,
I probably
suppose we
Googled
should
him
get
when I
back
was
to
a
work.
kid, but I don't remember if he's an actual person or not. Okay, Carmen Isabella Sandiego is one of Brazil's most notorious criminals. Carmen Sandiego infamous activities actually span the globe. One-time Golden Girl of the ACME Detective Agency, the brilliant Miss Sandiego suddenly renounced all ties to good and turned to a life of crime. The reason for her sudden change in loyalties remain a mystery. Okay, so talk to this guy.
Good day. It's been a long time since I last saw you. The lady in red is not with you?
We, don't work together anymore. Long story. Not to change the subject, but we're looking for a rare book. The Travels of Marco Polo, Franco-Italian edition.
Ah, Marco Polo, the famous Venetian traveler. The tales of his travels to the Orient had a great influence on European thought. Early editions are quite rare. I have never seen one myself.
Well, have you seen anyone out of the ordinary lately?
Come to think of it, a suspicious character was here. He spoke Portuguese fluently, but I could tell he wasn't from Brazil. He exchanged a book on Portuguese forts for one on Shinto shrines.
I knew it! Portuguese forts, huh? We've got to scan that book he left with you. Give me the clue analyzer, Jules.
Clue analyzer?
Lampião's a real
You mean
person?
one of those electronic toys you're
Nice.
so fond of, Hawkins? Why would I have it?
Oh, that's right. They were fixing it for me. The chief told me Henderson would be
Yeah,
testing it.
probably they are a
I
real
think he's
person.
somewhere
I remember
outside
like games like
Havana
Carmen
in a
Sandiego like to
sugarcane
include
field.
like real
My
historical
database
stuff
can help us figure out how to
because
get
it's like
there.
an educational
Havana?
game.
Okay, I'll note that in the journal here in my bag.
Good
No,
idea.
teaches
We
geography
can just
and
type
stuff.
in what we need to find in the search area
Which is
of the
pretty cool.
database.
Okay. Talk to this
There was
dude.
something very suspicious over at that house. You know, the one that's painted in the colors of the Brazilian flag.
All right, we can use the database to help us figure out where to go.
Okay, I'll do that.
She's here, watching us.
Carmen Sandiego? Well, if she's around, she better watch out.
I'm not going to try and imitate her voice. Hello, Julia. What a pleasant surprise, knowing that you have been assigned to this case. Still trying to prove yourself? And who's your friend? I think I'll have some fun showing him that catching me can be quite the challenge. See you around, when you least expect it. Carmen Sandiego.
Attention, ACME agents. One of our informants in Rio thinks she spotted Carmen Sandiego at that balcony earlier today. You need to check it out. That edition of Marco Polo's travels is very valuable. We must get it back.
Okay, that's all I'll do then. Japan, Kenya, Italy, and this is the UK.
Look at all those travel brochures. Could this be a clue as to where Carmen Sandiego may have stashed that Marco Polo book?
Japan? The United Kingdom? Who knows? She's tricky. We've got to figure out what she's up to and where she's headed next.
I'm really sorry for always blocking, like, Shadow. At least you can see his face. I'm blocking his body, but you can see his face. At least.
Sugarloaf Mountain is one of Rio's most famous landmarks. They must call it Sugarloaf Mountain because it looks like an old-fashioned cone or loaf of sugar.
Okay, they're gonna be at starting in 3 minutes. Guys, at starting in 3 minutes. Never thought there's a date I'll ever say that. But yeah. For those of you watching live, just be prepared. Like, I'll hang around, you know,
Chapter
when the
one,
ads
the
start, so you don't miss anything, okay?
All right, now we're on to something. We've definitely intercepted one of Carmen Sandiego's messages.
Shinto Shrine. Your database should point us in the right direction.
Okay, Shinto Shrine, that's Japan. But we'll look around first.
I've read that you can get a fabulous view of the city from the huge statue of Christ the Redeemer on Mount Corcovado.
Oh yeah, oh shit. I forgot to change the... Give me a sec. I don't mean to keep scrolling. Sorry, ignore that. I need to edit the stream info. I forgot to change the category. My bad. My bad. Let me change that for to retro. This probably won't be the only game I play tonight.
I remember statistics that say samba dancing is quite popular here. I think I'd be pretty good at it. Brazilians know how to conserve fossil fuel. Some of their cars run on gasohol, made from fermented sugarcane. Sounds like a great idea.
You know, Carmen studied alternative fuels at one of the universities here. She was very into conservation.
I've seen some very old Roman Catholic churches in Rio. You know, the Portuguese settlers were Catholics and brought that religion to Brazil. Many Brazilians have African ancestors too.
Okay. We're gonna fly to Brazil. That's gonna be starting in 1 minute, guys.
Did you know that Japan has 126 million people in a space roughly the size of California?
Did you know that 99% of people surveyed already knew that interesting fact? Why would Carmen steal a rare Marco Polo book? Travel? Orient? Danger? What is she trying to tell us?
What do you mean? It's rare, probably worth a lot. She's a thief, so she stole it. Plain and simple.
Look, Hawkins, Carmen Sandiego is no common thief. She's got to have a reason for stealing that book, and it's up to us to figure it out. We need to search everywhere for clues.
Oh, but I don't have my HX3 Pocket Japanese translator with me.
I thought that you
Oh,
were
wait.
always prepared, Hawkins.
I have to fly to
Hopefully
Cuba
you won't
first.
need it, since
I need to
English
get
is taught in
Watson.
many
Sorry.
Japanese schools.
Ads are gonna start, so I'm gonna go do that when you guys watch the ads.
I may need to brush up on my Spanish.
Sounds like a good idea. Maybe I can help. Or you could use that handy-dandy translator you carry.
Are you sure you
Yoo-hoo.
know where we are? All I can see are acres of sugarcane.
According to the database, sugar is Cuba's chief export.
Argent, Hawkins.
That guy is
I got the
not
call from
hidden very well, I
headquarters here on
swear.
the device.
He's just like standing
Grab
there
your rope,
really
you may be
obviously.
watched. Me? I'm headed for the ocean. Cuban seashores are incredible.
Okay.
Okay, hasta luego. See you later. And watch out for Carmen Sandiego.
Thanks.
Ah, there it is. The
Watson's.
Watson 22 1B clue analyzer. It's
22
the
1B
best
as a
analyzer
playback to
ACME
Sherlock
ever
Holmes,
produced.
and it's a
Okay,
street you lived
Sherlock.
on.
Now you've got
I didn't
your
know
fun.
this as a kid
Can we continue with
because
this mission?
I never
We've
read
got to
Sherlock.
find Carmen
I
and
never
get that
played any of
valuable
Sherlock
book
Holmes
back.
games as a kid either. I didn't catch that until I was an adult. Yeah. This is the only time we see Cuba, I think. Okay, so we need to go back to Brazil.
Wow, I had no idea Brazil was so big.
5th biggest country in area in the world, with 175 million people.
Rio de Janeiro.
I think you need to work a little on your rhythm, Hawkins. But how about later? Much later. Let's focus on finding clues right now.
Yeah. It was a very clever, like, cute little reference to Sherlock Holmes. Which, as a kid, it's probably hard for a kid to get unless you actually read the books or played the games. But as an adult, you're like, yeah, it's a neat reference, especially for like a mystery detective
Quick,
game, right?
I've got the book the guy gave me. Go ahead, take it. Me? I'm closing up.
He seems scared. I wonder why.
Yeah, so I skipped a
Anyway,
step. I'm supposed
I'm
to
all
do
set
this
to
first
scan
before I
it.
fly to Japan.
Don't
My
worry.
bad.
I know what I'm doing.
I'm sorry.
Look, a bookmark
Aha!
with some sort of
Got an
strange
important
design.
clue.
And the fingerprints on it belong to a vial agent. That device actually found something. Amazing.
Of course. That scrap of paper must be a clue. I'll just enter it in my state-of-the-art ACME digital clue storage device. That's my DCSD for short.
The
The DCSD, aka the Magic
One of her
Pockets.
vial agents to hide. We've got to check everywhere for clues.
If we get really stuck, we can always call the chief for help.
Yeah, you can call Chief by using this. As an adult, though, I never really have actually called the Chief all that much. But maybe I'll do it later. And yeah, he's closed. Okay. So now we fly to Japan.
I love the sushi, but I don't think I could live on one of the Japanese islands. Something about over 1,000 earthquakes a year makes me a little nervous.
Oh
I'm more
yeah,
scared of the 60 active
that's nervous
volcanoes.
to me too.
I love this
Earthquakes
part
are
of Tokyo.
scary.
You've got the
I
old
experienced an
Japan and
earthquake
the
when I
new
was in
Japan
Korea.
right across the street from each other.
It was like the
Uh-huh.
first earthquake they had in a long time, and it was terrifying. Like, and it's because I'm from Singapore, right? We don't have any natural disasters in Singapore. I've never felt like earthquake shake before. At least I didn't. Okay, depending on parts of where you live in Singapore, sometimes you can feel it when it happens in neighboring countries, but like, cause I live in the West. Okay, I've never
Well, we're
felt
not
it.
going to find
ever.
Carmen
And
just
then
standing around.
You
the
get
first
that
time
sort
I
of
did, I
wisdom
was
with
in Korea,
experience?
in Seoul, and when it happened, I freaked out. I was like, whoa, 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 what's going on? I see my clothes like shaking a bit because I have hangers, you know? And then I opened the door, and then I'm the only one who like panicked. And it was because it just started, right?
Where
Like,
were we?
We were looking for some
no,
clues.
it wasn't
Do we
on
need to
Google
call
or
the chief
anything
for
yet
help?
either because it just happened. So that was a fun experience. I mean, I was in Seoul, so I wasn't in danger, but still scary to me.
Excuse me, we're looking for someone who we think
Pretty
may
terrifying.
be waiting around here.
So I can
Have
imagine
you
people
seen
living in
anyone that
Japan how
seems out of
they
place?
feel.
Ah, yes, a lady. She had something for 2 people who match your description. I was to give it to you after you sit and play a game.
Okay, why not?
My Hanafuda flower cards, do you like them?
Kirby!
They have a
Hello.
long history. In
Thanks for the
Japan,
follow.
we value nature and its beauty
I'm glad
is
to see you here.
portrayed in our games. Go on, try and match all the pairs.
Playing some Carmen right now. I should pay attention to what I'm flipping. These are traditional flower cards. I know like Koreans play something similar in Korea as well. At least they're the same. They're probably not the same type of cards though, but and I know some people are gonna shit on me, for saying something like that. But they look similar, okay? They look similar. Don't hate me. I've never seen these cards in real life myself, okay? That wasn't part of like any program that my school ever had like prepared for us. Okay, damn. Okay, I need to remember where I opened things. My memory sucks now as an adult. As a kid, I could breeze through this puzzle no problem, but as an adult, it's probably I can't really do that. Okay, I did it. I've seen the movie Summer Wars. No, actually.
And now, here is
I don't
what
watch
that
many
mysterious
movies
lady
anymore.
left for you.
Actually. Okay, Carmen, let me not interrupt her.
Well, hello again, Jules. So I understand you and your new rookie agent have been assigned to the case. This should be fun. I love a challenge. So I was a little disappointed at how easy it was to distract you. I was watching you play your little game, but you were too busy to notice. Maybe you've lost your edge, Jules. Bye for now, agents. Catch me if you can.
I don't believe it. Do you think she's really watching us, Jules?
You know, I thought I saw someone by that origami display on that tree over there. We should check it out.
Okay, I'll check it out. It's an anime movie. They play on a food item. Ah, what's it about? Is it an anime movie just about the Hanafuda cards, or is there something else? Okay, hold on. I'm skipping steps again. This is what happens when you know how to play a game. You're like, okay, this thing should be here, but it's not there
You're right,
yet.
Jules. Carmen
I need to slow
Sandiego
down.
was here. It looks like she left this for a vial agent. Katanas, huh? I wonder if the database has any info on these. I'll keep the note in my digital clue storage device. We need to search this area. Can you help, Chief?
An RX-23 is the vial code name for a message playback device. Vial agents use them for leaving audio messages for each other. They look like a small, round speaker, and they're sometimes hard to spot. Look around carefully. This is important. We must keep on Carmen Sandiego's trail. Chief out.
Okay. It's right here.
Attention, Vial Agent X86. The second half of the solution is near the fort in Mombasa. Look for a way to travel to the capital. Remain in contact. Vial Security Code 225. Red Lady 1 out.
Mombasa. I'll
I'm
make a
always
note
curious
of that in my
though.
journal,
Like
Hawkins.
growing up, I'm like,
Your
if
database
she
can help
Red
us figure
Lady
out
1,
which country to travel to.
who's number 2?
Right. I'll keep this
That's what I
audio
wanna know.
device in my digital clue storage device. No sense letting that vial agent get a hold of it.
All right. You see, his pocket can put everything. Look, he can put everything in it. It's magic. Anything else I could look at?
Fujiyama, Mount Fuji. This volcano is a symbol of Japan. Carmen and I actually hiked to its summit one year, back when we were partners at ACME. Over 12,380 feet.
Okay. Mombasa. That's in Kenya.
Check this out. It says here that Kenya has a population of 27 million people, 2 million of which reside in the capital, Nairobi. What are you reading?
Isak Dinnison's Out of Africa. A great adventure, and no long list of facts. Mombasa. Palm trees, ocean breezes, and excellent Kenyan coffee. But we can't get too relaxed. Carmen might be...
Anywhere. You're right. Let's get going. The database says that most Kenyans speak both Swahili and English.
Well, that'll be helpful. Let's check around the town, and I'd also like to figure out what that castle place is, over there behind the town.
Okay.
We have a special today. Tours of the wonderful Portuguese Fort Jesus. But I must eat fast and cannot leave my store unattended. Would you be so kind as to get me some ugali? Oh, by the way, someone left this on the bus. I have no use for it. Do you want it?
Well, there's some interesting stuff here. I wonder why the page was ripped out. Well, I don't think we need it, but I'll go ahead and make a note of it in my journal.
Why bother? We're chasing Carmen Sandiego, not some legend of a lost treasure. Let's go find some ugali. Maybe the database can help us figure out what ugali is.
Ugali. Let's get it at this one restaurant that's here.
Look, on the side of the bus, Kilimanjaro. Now that's a mountain.
You can see it from Kenya, but it's actually in Tanzania.
Okay, safari bus tour. Sounds cool.
It doesn't matter how hot it is in the lowlands, there's always snow on Mount Kenya, second tallest mountain in Africa.
Cool.
If we had the time, I'd vote for a camel tour of Samburu Game Reserve.
Watch out for crocodiles on Lake Turkana. It has a very large colony of Nile crocodiles.
Okay. Let's get some ugali.
Look, they have ugali here. What is it anyway?
It's a thick porridge made from corn flour. Lots of Kenyans eat it. Let's get some for the tour guide.
Maize meal is what they call it. Or what they translate it anyways. And before I forget,
You can take the train from here
let
in
me just
Mombasa
grab this
to
piece of
Nairobi, the
paper.
capital of Kenya. Carmen and I took the trip once on a trail of a mysterious man who was poaching endangered species. I'll tell you about it sometime, Hawkins.
This must be the
I feel
clue
like if they
intended
ever
for
want to
that
make
file agent.
any
Too bad,
more
Carmen
like Carmen
Sandiego. We
Sandiego
got here
games, they can
first.
make a
But
sequel
what
for
does she
this
mean
or
by
make
the
prequel
3
games
rings?
where
This case
Carmen
is
works
getting
with like
complicated. We should remember to check
Jules.
my journal
I think
often
that'll
so
be
we
cool.
can keep track of things.
I'm still waiting for these sequel games, guys. I'm still waiting. Okay, let's give the meal to this guy.
Okay, many thanks for the food. Now off we go to Fort Jesus.
There we go.
This design on the door is known as the puzzle of the 3 rings.
The 3 rings. Carmen mentioned that on the clue we found at the station. We could be getting really close to finding out what she did with that Marco Polo book. Looks like we need to move the tiles around to complete the picture. The clues we found can help us figure out which tile goes where.
This is the puzzle that started my love for slider puzzles. This is the one right here. Okay. See how to solve this one. Alright, got the first one done. First row complete. Let's do the second row. Okay, I'm done. Voila. I've done it.
We did it! Carmen Sandiego's master plan has been thwarted. Are we good or what?
Good enough to find a rare book, maybe. But we didn't get Carmen, yet. If I know her, she's watching our every move. Let's call the chief.
Congratulations, agents, on recovering the book. Excellent work,
And we get interrupted.
So sorry to interrupt your congratulations, Chief, but I couldn't resist. Well, Jules, as a matter of fact, I am watching your every move. Not that there's
Carmen
that much to see,
Sandiego.
really. Enjoy patting yourself on the back for now. You may have got the book, but you haven't got me. And, Hawkins, is it? You don't know the first thing about my master plan. See ya around.
Carmen Sandiego. That woman has given me more headaches than... Now, where was I? Oh, yes. You did a great job, but we've just received word of another theft, and it's got that Carmen Sandiego written all over it. Wellington, New Zealand. A rare wood carving has been stolen from a museum. A ticket to the Bolshoi Ballet was found at the scene of the crime. So pack your bags. You're off to Russia to follow that lead. I'll get that book back to its rightful owner.
Roger
All right,
that,
that's
Chief.
case one.
I just finished sketching it in my journal. There's quite an interesting design on the cover.
No time for art lessons, Jules. We've got work to do.
And that is mission 1 complete.